Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm super excited to share with you one of my all-time favorite and one of the most amazing pork roast recipes ever. Today I'm going to show you how to do that classic Greek roadside or festival Gourounopoula sto furno. It is the one that's all roasted, delicious, with crackling on the top, crispy, and only a few ingredients. You cannot go wrong with this recipe. So, to start us off, first thing is first. You're gonna preheat your oven, 500 degrees Fahrenheit or about 250 degrees Celsius. Get that off and going, because what we're gonna need to do is once our pork goes in the oven, it's gotta stay in there for the first half hour at 500, and then we're gonna pull it back to about 400 or 200 degrees Celsius. For this recipe here, it's super easy. I'm gonna do it all in one pan. Nothing to this, nothing complicated at all. And it is gonna use the most basic and traditional of Greek herbs and spices. Olive oil, lemon, oregano, Greek oregano, dried of course, and salt and pepper. That's it, with some Parisian potatoes, some carrots, and one of my all-time favorite little gems, radishes. So to start us off, nothing to this at all. We're gonna add our radishes, our Parisian potatoes, and our carrots in the bottom of our pan. And just move this off to the side here. This is one of these recipes that, you know, if you see in all over Greece, but predominantly in Messina, you'll see these guys hanging around roadsides selling these pork roasts by the kilo. Or in these Greek festivals, you know, the panigiria that are happening around the summertime. It's amazing. You're always gonna find some, you know, little short pudgy guy walking around looking like he's got a couple of cans short of a six-pack with, you know, the lazy eye, you know, walking around with like this enormous meat cleaver. It's hilarious. So that's the kind of setup or scene here. And if you've ever been to Greece, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So our veggies are in. A little bit of Greek extra virgin olive oil. Just drizzle it throughout. For this, you don't want to go too chintzy. We're looking at about a third of a cup. Quarter cup will go in. Make sure everything is nice and covered and coated. You're going to take some Greek dried oregano, and you're going to use about a tablespoon, give or take, all over this. Generous with the pepper. Love pepper. Some salt. And lately I've been on the Himalayan sea salt thing, but you can use whatever salt you have, it's fine. And again, always to taste. The next part of this is lemon. You're gonna need 2 lemons and the juice of 2 lemons. And what you're gonna do very simply is just squeeze it all over. Here's one, and leave it in there. And here goes the second one, or the second half. The other one we're going to use for the star of our show, which is our pork shoulder. So that goes in there just like that. Actually, I'm not going to put this in there. And just start shaking this around, mixing this up all over. Make sure everything is nice and evenly coated. And also, what's going to happen is our pork roast is actually going to be sitting on this bed of our veggies. So that's done there. That's perfect. Spread it around evenly. Nothing to this, nothing complicated at all. And now for the star of our show. I got a beautiful 6-7 pound pork shoulder here. Make sure you have the skin on. This is really important. This is what's going to give you all that beautiful flavor. Your meat is going to be cooking underneath, and on top, this beautiful fat layer is all going to become melted and oozy, crispy. Just, my God, I can take selfies with this. Like, that's how much I love this. So, to start us off, you're going to put this fat side down to prep our meat. All right, now for this meat here, you don't have to do very much of anything to this. You don't have to score it. You don't have to notch it. You don't have to like play with it. Just leave it. So for this, very generously, pepper, more oregano, but another tablespoon, give or take, of dried Greek oregano, the lemon juice of the remaining or the second lemon will go in there just like that. This is going to be smelling like grease, believe me. Throw that in there as well. Why waste it? Same deal here. Very lemony, very, very delicious. So that's it for this one. And of course, salt. And always to taste. If you feel like you don't need salt, that's not a problem at all. That's totally cool as well. And lastly is a little bit of our olive oil. Just a light drizzle, just enough to get some flavor in there. That's it. That's all there is to this. Now, we're gonna take this, flip this over, and what you want is the fat side up. And what you're going to do to the fat is nothing. Absolutely zero. You're gonna leave it just the way it is. Just let it roast off. Key to this, you want this ultimately to be crispy, turned into crackling deliciousness, and the bottom to be cooked through, juicy and tender. So this is gonna go, it's about a 6, closer to 7 pound piece of meat. This is gonna cook for about 3.5 hours. First half hour, 500 degrees. After that, 2.5 hours or so, 400 degrees. And once this is done, I'll be back and we'll show you how it turns out. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Check this out. It's about 3 hours and 15 minutes. And it is done. It is a thing of beauty. My roast pork, my Greek style roast pork, my Gourounopoula as we say, is done. It looks like it's done to absolute perfection. I want to take a little bit. I want to just check this out with you here. You hear that? That baby is crackling. Potatoes, yeah, everything's done. Perfect, well done. The way Greeks want most things. The meat is juicy, it is tender. Let me grab this, put it over here. This is the money shot right here. I'm so excited, I can't tell you. Oh my. Crackling, baby, crackling. I'm getting emotional. This is absolutely done. Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm not even I hardly use the knife at all. It is hotter than sin. Oh my. That is it. This is it. Greek style roast pork in the oven. Sunday lunch in Greece. I cannot tell you. So, my friends, I can go on like this on and on and on and on. But that's it for this episode. It's exactly what you want. About 3.5 hours of cooking time. Everything is done to perfection. It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like, I would take like a picture of this, and fantastic. That's it for this episode. I'm sorry, I'm giddy. Like I'm high on these like fumes here. This is like gorgeous. Thank you very much for watching, my friends. It was absolutely fantastic to make this for you. I hope you guys really try this, because there's like basically 3 or 4 ingredients in this. There's like nothing. And it is a taste of Greece. It is literally Greek street meat. So until next time, please smash that like button, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. And until next time, I thank you again. It was my absolute pleasure. Bye for now.